Hi Libra, and happy Halloween for those of you celebrating. Happy autumn, happy summer. All right, let's get into this. This is the October 2025 read for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. What's going on? I am changing it up this month and starting with these cards, the chosen journey cards. Let's get one for Libra. It's kind of gives us an overall vibe of what we're dealing with. Leo, wow, courage, strength, proudness, passionate, the leader of the pack, the alpha, consistency, fearlessness. You're all of these in the month of October. You also have shown up for this card to come out. And if you're dealing with a Leo then, and or have Leo in your placements, in your natal chart, that too could be part of this. But this is an expression of really being fearless, not worrying about anything, nothing affecting you because you've been there, done that, right? We're fearless like that. Also being fearless, meaning do not fear, fear less. That's what fearless means. When shit hits the fan, we don't freak the fuck out. We just roll with it. Okay. Let's see what's going on. And no, it's not easy. I had to put that in there. And you're telling me, yeah, exactly. Tell me what I don't know and what I haven't been through already. Are you kidding? It has been, you have been tested without question. You have been tested to bring your inner world of and or your external world to a balance, which is your card, Libra. That is part of being balanced. Balancing within and without. Being able to see, wow, I feel really calm and cool and collected inside, but my external world could be a little messy. You're maybe deciding that it's time to clean up, to clean house, to clean up, and to look at yourself from the inside out and have those two match, such as masculine, feminine, merging with each other, one another, you know? Yeah. So there's a little conflict of interest, if you will, about how you think, the decisions that you've made so far, the people that you've let go and released, the choices that you've made, why you've done and made those choices, why you've allowed people, for so long to, get away with shit, and now you're not, or you haven't. So if this is part of you being fearless and telling people it's time to clean up your mess, you could be telling others, hey, you need to clean up your mess before you come knocking on my door. For real, because look at me. I've done this work, and perhaps you haven't. And if it is you, then the messy is, like I said in the beginning here, it's within and without. So balance that however you see fit. Some of you, it's like time to go out, take a walk. Walking helps the stress levels, the cortisol levels to chill out. you know, less negative thinking, more taking action about what it is that makes you feel so balanced, confident, and assured, steadfast. I know that these people are perhaps not that great for me because, you know, there's always, it could be also that you're in a circle of friends where they're always going back and forth, fighting with one another. They have these little, you know, conflicts between themselves, and you're sitting there, let's say at dinner or wherever you're with these people. And, you know, in the past, you've probably tried to, you know, which we are, the mediators, right? But I think it's time for you to allow the theatrics, because that's where Leo comes in. Allow the theatrics to be their issue and not yours. You know, you're going to have to, you may be telling people, some people, even family members, hey, take a walk, because, you know, I think I'm going to, maybe internally you're going to say, you know, I think I'm going to separate myself for maybe a couple months from negativity, the people that are negative around me, fighting all the time, talking behind other people's backs. It's just not conducive to this. And that's why there's a definite conflict of interest, you know? And it is in your external world. This is external. This is your external and internal together, you know? Let me look real quick at the bottom. Yeah, it's like I'm done. I'm done. I've done what I can for some of these people. I have. I've helped. I've served. I've maintained a balance, and it comes back to fighting. They continue to do the same thing all the time. Every time we get together, it's the same old fight too. It's not just about, you know, opinionated, judgmental, critical. It's, some of you have people who talk behind each other's backs, even in the family. Or they talk about others. Let's just, you know, whatever. But it's like, geez, it is time. It's time to put yourself first and leave all the rest. It's, you know, right? I'm going to say, hang up your hat, right? Really. It's time to just say, I need a break. And you don't have to say it verbally to those people. It's time to take action and be yourself and be true to yourself. You're showing up in October, Libra, as the boss bitch. And not a bitch, but a boss bitch. Different. Where you're not going to allow, hold on, you're not going to allow these people, these same people, who I'm going to tell you right now, these same people, there's 2 5s and the devil, right? These are toxic people. You already know that. I don't think I'm telling you anything you don't know. You need to put yourself first. You need to show up, and don't dull yourself and overextend anymore. These people, maybe 5 and, you know, maybe more, but let's just say 5 people in general, are trying to hold you down. They pull your energy down. I don't even know if they mean to do it, Libra. I don't think they even know that they're doing it. But they're not going to dull your shine. They're not going to dull your light. You're the lion. You're fearless. These people are fearful. And the second that you release yourself slowly from the nonsense, from the loud noises, from being in the middle of toxic people and behaviors, you're going to like be so happy that you did, because these people need to change. They're even, and I'll tell you right now, they're not going to be happy when you decide this is no longer working for me and you cut back. You don't talk anymore much. You may not decide to not go out with these people anymore as much, or if at all. You're going to stay in your own lane, because what you're doing is you're sending a very important message that says, I'm going my own way, and look at me fly. Look at me fly. I am no longer fearful of, oh my God, what did they say about me? Oh my God, you know, I have to help balance out these issues. No. I'm not going to be the mediator. I'm not going to be the one who balances out the fights, or takes one to the side to talk it out, then takes the other to the side to talk it out. That's like exhausting. And quite frankly, it's like a full-time job, and you're done. We're done. Right now, we're going to shine, and we're shining brighter than ever. This is, and I'm not sure if, I do feel that Libras are having a massive glow up. For some of you, you're even deciding to, you could, I'm not sure 100%, but maybe a smidge of you are deciding to kind of like literally physically pull yourself out of that environment, meaning, you know, I'm moving, I'm out, moving out, look, yeah. Some of you could be moving out for real. And here, it's like, we're done. Look, we're done. And this is 10. That's October. So you're like, we're done. This is your birthday month. Hello. That's another thing. Sometimes we get, they want me to use this word, really? Ballsy. You're growing a new set of balls. I'm so sorry. But that's what Spirit said. Or you need to get balls. You know what I mean? You're a boss bitch. You're glowing. You're not going to deal with this any longer. Some of you are literally and figuratively out of here. You're planning your escape, or you're just, you know, changing it up, like I said. I feel that some of you, the majority of you, are really just not going to, you know, when asked to go out, no, I think I'm going to pass. When asked to do something together, no, I think I'm just going to I got some other plans. Part of what your glow up is maybe finding your own tribe and realigning with people who are not going to be energy vampires, you know, and you feel like, you know, running. Some of you have literally felt like I got to get out of here because I don't really want to hurt someone's feelings, or I already hurt someone's feelings and I got to get out of here, literally or figuratively. It's not like you don't love these people. That's why the Knight of Cups is here. You do. Family, whatever, your circle. And those are the hardest. That takes a lot of frapping courage. To say no to the people that have always seen the Libra there for everyone. No longer. Now it's for Libra. Now it's time for you to glow. Now it's time for you to be seen, heard, and not necessarily heard as in, verbal. It's like make a stance. And that could be a very silent pulling away and out of, these people who are in desperation, desperately needing attention, needing validation, needing for you to settle their issues and the score. No longer. Knight of Pentacles. And I think the Knight of Pentacles, hold on. You went from the page. Let's keep that up there. You went from the page to the Knight. Oh, look. Oh, here's Knight. Okay, there it is. Look at that. So it's been a long haul, hasn't it? It's been a long haul. It's been like 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. Oh, yeah. You've been Spirit's literally, I'm going to tell you, for some of you, Spirit has literally taken you by the ankles and turned you upside down, like the Hangman, so that you could become the person that you're here to become. It's one thing, literally. It's one thing to serve others and to help mediate and be the guiding light for those light workers out there, and to balance other people, because we know how to balance the best. But seriously, enough's enough. So you're taking yourself out of these issues, the issues that aren't even yours to begin with. They're not yours. But you have to take responsibility. I'm just going to say that. You do have to take, and you are taking responsibility. This is responsibility right here. I take responsibility, but now I'm walking away, or I'm moving. I'm moving on, I'm moving out. I'm not going to entertain the lower vibrations. So you went from the page to the Knight to twice. So you got on your horse, right? You didn't get on your high horse, but you have shown fearlessness in the eyes of those who are fearful. This is a glow up. Let me put those here. This is a glow up. This is how we do it. And this is when your whole trajectory of your life changes. The minute that you make the decision that you're no longer going to be the plug to help others, make them feel better, give them the balance they need. All the long talks and the consultations. And you're like the psychologist who hasn't gotten paid. Right? You know you are. You know you've put in a lot of time and effort with these people. I mean, sorry to say these people, but they are these people who have neglected to work on themselves. Right? So it's like, okay, now it's Libra's time to shine. And it's not just because it's your birthday. Oh no. Actually, make a wish this year. Make a wish. I hope I'm not too late, because we're in October, it's still Libra. Make a wish and say, no longer I am shining. I'm going to shine my light. I'm leveling up. I'm absolutely glowing now. I've decided for myself. No one has convinced me to do this but me. And yeah, it takes a lot of frapping strength and courage to do this. Especially because some of these people are your, like, siblings, are your besties, even children, whatever. You're like, no more. And I'm not saying it's going to be forever. These people just have to learn that, you know, your happiness comes first. Hello. And that'll make you so happy. That's what this is. Yeah, I'm now happy. I'm now in a comfortable space and time in my life where I matter. And when you matter, you find your power. You know the power's within you. And this is one of your lessons. One of your lessons is, yeah, it's, you know, it's great to be all listening and putting up with other people's, they're saying, animosity and uncomfortability and their judgments and criticisms and opinions. That is what you've been shouldering that pain for. And I am going to say it. It's not only mentally exhausting, but for some of you, your bodies are aching. Your shoulders, your back, your legs. It's like, come on already. If you are like getting extra headaches, or you have been migraines, or you feel like tense, like that shit's got to go. And you already know it. So if you have already been working on this, because the first card that came out is you telling me, this is what I've been dealing with. And I have made some efforts. You have made some really good progress so far. But there's more work to be done so that you can stop shining the light on others and make sure your light shines. Because you're giving so much energy away. Mentally, emotionally, physically, where it's like, come on already. I mean, if you think about it, I'm going to say it because it's true. If you think about all the people that you've helped over the course of whatever, how many years, right? You're like a multi-millionaire, if not billionaire. Look at this. 10 of Swords. Not once, twice. So this is mental exhaustion, mental manipulation, mental abuse. Don't let other people get in your headspace. This is rent-free? No. So you're telling me it has been really hard, and it's not going to be easy to get here, but once you get here in October, it's all tens here. You have 3 tens. 4 tens, excuse me. I digress. Look at this. You have 4 tens. Once you let go, controlled, steadfast, alert, you say, oh my God, I am so relaxed right now. I am loving my life. I don't know why this is an umbrella, but I see a balloon. I feel like some of you may want to take a little break and go like, I think it's a good idea, quite frankly, you know, like after you get through October, I don't know. I know the holidays are coming up, right? For all of us, but seriously, you may need a little jaunt away somewhere, alone, maybe a spa, maybe go to the mountains, go to the beach. I don't know. You can still go to Hawaii or do something like that. I mean, all I'm saying is this brings great joy to yourself. And I'm going to tell you also, I'm going to tell you that, Libra, if you're a single parent, or if you're a step parent, or if you're any kind of parental or adult figure around kids, you're showing this child, this could be a Leo child, what it means. Not saying the Leo child doesn't know. Maybe the Leo child is teaching you what it means to stand up for yourself, what it means to shine your own light and not be mesmerized and taken advantage of because you feel like, which we do. We feel like that's our in service to others, but it's been like, it's overdone. You're like, well done. So on one hand, like, because we're a Libra, right? On one hand, we're well done as in, a steak that's overcooked. Or on the other hand, it's well done, great job, you deserve the accolades. You passed that test. You passed the final test. You have 4 tens of sticking up for yourself and doing it in such an eloquent way. Finding your strength, being honest with yourself, being honest with others. Because, for some of you, I feel with this card, it made me feel like you've been dragged through the trenches. Go treat yourself. Take a vacation. Go to a spa day. Go, if you have a motorcycle, we saw the motorcycle, or go on a road trip, or take a motorcycle trip, or whatever you have. Whatever means of transportation, get the F out. Right? You're going to say, too late, so sad, whatever. It's too late, or Spirit saying, don't allow it to be too late for you to rise up and glow and find yourself. And some people are going to give you a really hard time. When you glow, how it's, when you're having a glow up, when you're having, like, money's coming in. You got the 9 of Pentacles with the Ace, or the Knight twice, and the Page. So you have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Because you said, you have to grow up now. I have to grow up. And I'm going to heal my inner child. I'm healing all of the people throughout my entire lifetime since childhood that they said, and you said, it's too late. It's too late for them and you. Maybe you had relationships that you felt, you can't salvage these relationships. And there's something about this clock. Time is of the essence. It's not just too late, because it's not too late to change. It's never too late to change. But when we get to a certain juncture of our lives, it could be too late for you to turn the page. So turn the page, please. And don't be the sounding board for everyone else but yourself. Too late, left you hanging too many times. Too many people left you hanging. It's too late for them. If you have, you're gonna have resistance. You will. You're gonna have resistance from these people who are gonna say, oh my God, I'm so under pressure. I am having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, because the Libra is not helping me. Don't fall for it. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, look at time's running out. So you need to take time out for yourself now. Okay? Don't wait. Take your power back, Libra. Be the boss bitch that you are. All right. I love you guys. Have a great month.